Playing against X Lionborn X. I'm gonna assume the X is a decorative. A fairly high ranking legend. It's probably going to be aggro scout, but I don't think this hand is up to the task. This is a slightly better hand because aggro scouts run a lot of 1 health creatures, so definitely not the worst. Yeah, exactly. But I'm willing to wait with this. See what happens next. Because like fork bolt, I can fork bolt at any time. So let's navigate. Draw a lightning bolt, kill the 2/1. This thing needs to go, like right now. This thing needs to go right now. Especially, oh, okay, that's a very good question though. I was willing to spend the ring and kill it with the bolt. I'm scared of like goblin buffer, because this thing is a goblin, obviously, as you would. I'm still killing this. At this point, it's just purely defensive play until we can get some value from all the cards that we draw. That's good, that's a good execute. That can die to a lot of things as well. So I think I begin with Thalmor Embassy. Navigator in the main lane. Unfortunate. Kill the 2/1. Just need a good card right now. Just need a good card, a good creature. Piercing would have been really good as well, but fine. And here's where we begin coming back. Obviously we can just die next turn, but this is where we begin coming back. Will the 1/2 survive? That's the main question. Still no prophecies, very unfortunate. Do you have ways to deal with the 1/2? Oh, you want to kill that thing? I think it's a mistake. Let's see. Have very limited amount of cards I can play. Mage's Trick can kill this, but it also can help kill one of these cards. So 3/3/1 gets me a number of cards. I think I'll play the 1 first, but let's start by drawing, right? No, wait. So use Crushing Blow to kill the 4/3. Use Trick to kill the 3/1. That seems correct. Okay. Altmary's Spellwright. Interesting. That's a very good pull. I really hope the next card though will not be one of these, because they might give him something of the prophecy. That's fine. Now develop this guy here. Okay, now the opponent can actually struggle, especially if they don't have a good card here. Okay. Oh, that's comeback. That's the long-awaited comeback. Altmary Spellwright, go. Leaf Water Blessing on you. Attack. Gain more stuff. Fork Bolt you. Lightning Bolt you. Paladin online. Don't do anything. No, we do something. We replace the role with Peddler. Draw 3 cards from all the Peddlers. 7/6 is developed. The 4/4 is online. The 3/3 with Drain is online. Tasgat is irrelevant. Life is good. Life is really, really good. Let's see. Can we beat him this turn? We probably can as well. Probably can. Let's start with Fireball to draw one of my few remaining Oathman. But first let's develop this. Oh, that was a mistake, but the opponent concedes. That's how this deck can come back. That's how this deck can sometimes just turn the game around. One unanswered chanter and the barrage of actions that completely negates anything the opponent can throw at you if you play your cards right. This is one of my favorite things with this deck, this comeback mechanism. With the chanters, with a lot of drain, with basically driving the opponent to despair. We'll see if we can deal with the Thalmor deck at rank 2. The opponent is called OTK. Let's see if it's exactly what they want to do somehow. Maybe with Ulfric's Uprising. Don't like any of these cards in my hand. I'll go for Tempo 2 and Tempo 3s, but this is even worse. Yeah, this hand is how this deck can fall apart sometimes. We'll see if it's gonna get any better. Iron is my most expensive card. And yeah, these are very situational ones. So yeah, probably this will be a very slow, grindy Chanter of Akatosh game. Would really like to draw the Embassy here, but no such luck. It's just, yeah, I guess it's just a good example of how this deck sometimes just completely falls apart. Do I want to execute it? No. Do I want to keep the execute for something to do with Cloudrest Illusionist? I mean, if I skip another turn, it's not gonna be great at all. But yeah, this deck just doesn't. Okay. Let's start with just shifting it. Abyssian Navigator, you say? Okay. Yeah, the altar. Not gonna go well for me here. Especially if they have the Necromancer's Amulet to put even more pressure. Monk Strike is interesting but irrelevant. I think we can start with Chanter. No, Chanter can wait. Chanter can wait. Let's instead get the card back with Iron. Maybe execute the 1/1. We'll see. Now I kind of don't want to spend any executes because I have Cloudrest Illusionist in hand. We'll see how this goes. The opponent summons a 1/2, which is a very good execute target. It's also a very good execute target, but I have only one execute, fine. I guess I can start spending Monk Strikes just to draw with Shimmering Peddler and put some damage in. Or I can also Cloudrest Illusionist the one to kill the other one. I'm gonna be very vulnerable to Ice Storm, but the thing will be alive. By which I mean Iron. I guess it's feasible. Not putting any damage in, but I'm trying to preserve my creatures here. And obviously Ice Storm is going to be somewhat of a disaster. Not too much of a disaster, but something I would like to avoid if possible. More card draw from the opponent. Hits Iron. Can't do Ice Storm this turn, can do it next turn, so definitely something to consider. Maybe even play Iron Dominion's leader. Okay, Ice Spikes are gone. I think actually Altmer Dragon Knight can also do a good job here, but no, I think I'm playing Iron just to preserve, just to protect myself from the Ice Storm. Let's see what the opponent has. The opponent has that. That's a very good execute. Because now Ice Storm does not kill the 6/6. No, magical. The camel is here. If I'm the opponent, I'm probably digging for Necromancer's Amulet. Ice Storm, good. But do you have ways to deal with this? You have this to deal with, it's fine. Understandable. Let's see what we can do. Sadly, we have no draw. We can chant a finish off Forked Bolt, Shimmering Peddler, and hope for no Ice Storm. I think it's correct. Okay. I could have killed the 1/1 with Forked Bolt, but I don't think it's correct. The opponent will have something to alter. Second Ice Storm is obviously going to be a disaster, but again we have follow-ups. We have follow-ups. That's a piercing target if we need to. How does the opponent deal with the board? Summons another snack, I assume, right? Or maybe yeah, summons another snack. And here's a Necromancer's Amulet, and now I've got to be really careful because I think I have a win here. I think I have a win here. Does it draw? Yes, draw the other two. So I can draw this. That's possibly 2 more damage. I can also just Monk Strike and win the game somehow. So let's see, this is going to put him to 10. Okay, I think we go for it. Plus we get the thing that... Oh, we get this guy. Fine. Fine. So, let's see how we're going to go for it. No, we can't attack with this guy, right? We can't attack with this guy. So Monk Strike, yes, Monk Strike is... And that's game, and that's exactly how that's exactly what I wanted to show, because sometimes you can outlast these grindy control decks with lots of card draw, lots of removal. Well, admittedly the opponent does not have that much of a removal, but you saw how the game developed. Like the opponent was drawing lots of cards, finally played Necromancer's Amulet, which honestly a few turns earlier would have probably spelled doom for me. But here I managed to find lanes to develop some of my cards, to gain value from Iron, even though Iron never actually attacked, and that brought me the victory.